He's uniquely qualified to discuss the topic at hand. Attorney General Sam Olens was sworn in as Georgia Attorney General on January 10, 2011, and for the past 8 years, Georgia Trend magazine has listed him as one of the 100 most influential Georgians. He is intimately involved with the legal issues surrounding Obamacare, as Georgia is one of over 25 states challenging the constitutionality of the entire bill. He's also a guy that's available. He doesn't hide from controversy. You can get him if you need him, and he will talk to you. And that is what I think makes a good public servant. Please welcome Attorney General Sam Olens.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being back here in Athens. It's a pleasure being with you in support of the attack by HHS vis-a-vis the individual mandate. You know, our country was founded on numerous important principles. None are more important than religious liberty. And it is amazing that in this day and age we have a federal government, a federal agency that is openly attacking the rights of people who support and respect religion. Georgia, as Martha just stated, is one of the 26 states that filed suit against the Secretary of HHS against Obamacare. I had the honor to be at the Supreme Court a couple months ago as we argued that case in front of the nation's highest court. 4 hearings in 3 days, and I think you've probably seen the press. We did pretty well so far. We look forward to a decision from the Supreme Court, in all likelihood the last week of this month, either that Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. You know, the federal government has no role in interfering with religion. They should just look to the founding fathers of our country. Similar to the fact that our lawsuit against PPACA or Obamacare has nothing to do with health care, it has to do with the principle of federalism. It has to do with whether our federal government is limited by certain enumerated powers, or whether Congress can simply pass any bill they want, taking away our rights. So you'll hear folks talk on the left about the fact that the people, the AGs, the attorneys general that are suing are just not interested in better health care. Nothing could be further than the truth. We all want Americans to have better health care. We want it to be consensual, and most importantly, we want it to be constitutional. Access to coverage or services is once again not the issue that we're here to talk about today. It's solely the ability of the federal government to go in areas they are not constitutionally permitted to go in. It is vital that you stand up rather than many Americans that stand down and have watched this president take away our rights. It is vital that you make your voices known. Now, it is my hope that protests such as today will not be necessary after the end of June. Because if we win in the Supreme Court on the individual mandate issue, then the regulation by the HHS Secretary is moot. So if we win the end of this month, the contraceptive issue, the attack on the Catholic Church, is totally non-existent. As you know, 43 suits have been filed by Catholic institutions around this country concerning the regulation. And it not only violates the First Amendment and religious liberty, it also violates the Religious Freedom Protection Act. So there are 2 federal statutes, a Constitution and a federal statute in play. Religious Freedom Restoration Act. And once again, hopefully at the end of June, we'll all be smiling. The Supreme Court will rule that PPACA is unconstitutional, and we'll look to other matters for this administration to seek to take away our rights. But if we do not succeed the last week of June, you will see my office and you will see other attorneys general around this country filing amicus briefs in support of the Catholic Church and Catholic institutions against this policy. We have specifically chosen at the Georgia Department of Law to not engage with the recently filed litigation so as not to send the wrong message to the court. Because the message from our office is the whole act is unconstitutional, and we want the Supreme Court to strike the whole act. So once again, it's my honor to be with y'all. As has been stated by prior speakers, it makes no difference whether you're Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, Muslim. The issue here is the protection of our religious liberty. The issue here is the federal government not intruding on religious freedom. And we need to wisely protect that right that we fought so hard for. It's my honor to be with you today. Hopefully at the end of June this issue is gone. If it's not, however, and I really hope it is gone, the end of June, we will support you and we will assist those 43 actions in the name of the state of Georgia. God bless you all. Thank you.
Isn't it great to have an Attorney General that's not afraid to take these issues on?